Kia ora and welcome to the live stream of the New Zealand Rugby quarter-final match between the Spark Metal Fabrication New Plymouth Old Boys Half Pints and Auckland's Grammatech Old Boys down here at Yarra Stadium. Look, a big thank you must go to the NZ Rugby Union and to Taranaki Rugby as well for making sure that the game today is at Yarra Stadium as well. Fantastic to play at a world-class venue and what will be in front of a good crowd as well. Just in the commentary box here, we've got Liam McBride, and alongside me, I have former Eltham Kaponga MVP and Taranaki Under-19 Most Improved Player, Willie Arnold. Welcome.
Yeah, cheers, Liam. Thanks for having me, mate. And what an occasion to be here today. The sun's out, mate, and the grass is green. She looks like she's some good conditions out here for some good running football.
Yeah, and look, we've got a couple of quality teams here. New Plymouth Old Boys starting off the competition strong with 3 wins from 3. First game versus Porniki Football Club with a 38-0 victory. Second game versus Petone, winning 82-3, which was a little bit of a bloodbath there, Willie. And then finished off against Hutt Old Boys, 72-0.
Yeah, a few wide margins to start the season off for the boys. But I'll tell you what, the way this Grammatech team's been trucking, she's going to be a bit closer than that today. And expecting a pretty close game out here.
Yeah, 2 from them as well. First one's against Onewhiro, 27-14. And then a nice one against the Leamington Longhorns there, 55-5. So, hopefully we'll see some running rugby in what will be a good occasion down here at Yarra Stadium.
Leamington, that's an interesting name, that one.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that, mate?
No, I thought, look, the Half Pints name was quite good as well, considering the size of these boys, being only 85 kilos.
Yeah, not bad, that. Whoever's come up with that's done a good job there.
Actually, I believe it was ChatGPT, mate.
Oh, how good, how good.
The team, mate. The thing can do a whole lot, eh?
Yep.
Anyway, look, we'll start to get the team names off. We've got the New Plymouth Old Boys team starting in the front row with Edward Darney at loose head prop. Coming in at hooker, we have Matthew Tuck. In at number 3, formerly a halfback, now a tight head prop, Brodie Lilly. In the locking department, we have Jordan Ironlungs Roylance and Joby Ross Hintz. In the loose forward trio, we have Joel McLaughlin and the Bang brothers of Shani Way and Jaden Ford at 8. In the halves pairing, we have Sam Reimer, just come over from Canada this year, and one of Kakramia's finest players, Joshua Ray. In the midfield combo, we have former Otago Tokotumuana Walden and William Luff at 13. We have some exciting wingers in Mason Milham and Caleb Wheatley. And at fullback, we have Harwood's smartest man, Jade Taylor. Coming off the bench as well, we have New Zealand and former England Sevens player Warwick Lemert, Jackson Carrington, Joseph Avery, sponsored by Corfi Plumbing, Jared Ritson. Finish off in the back line there will be Josh Hamilton, Louis McLaughlin, whose brother's also playing blindside flanker, and Jason Simpson here to finish off at 22. In the coach's box, we have former Taranaki rugby player and local fishmonger Caleb Mawson, support staff of Tobias Burkett and Matt O'Guthrie, and some wonderful managers in Thomas Landrigan and Aaron Boslem.
Right, mate, over to the Grammatech team, and apologies in advance for some of these pronunciations, mate. We're just going to try the best we can do here. In the front row, we have Matthew Parkey, Manasi Filiakatoa, Emon Tolhurst. In the second row, we have Captain Jason Harris, Wesley Smith. In the back row, Isaac Chater, Theo Gao, and number 8, Samson Chandulau. Halfback, former Auckland Grammar halfback, Thomas Strachan. At 10, Garcia Vailahi. On the wings, Aaron Payne. And 12, Ben Megson. In the midfield, Tony Fuimaono. 14, Isaac Milne. 15, Kevin McLaughlin. On the bench, we have Lyndon Crooklid, 17, Tipuna Warbrick, 18, Jack Atkin, 19, Quinton Hokianga, 20, Joel McKenzie, 21, Mitchell Freestone Leong, and rounding us out, we have James Kidd at 22.
Wonderful, Willie. Look, about to have kick-off here, starting us with Josh Ray here, Old Boys starting us. Look, a couple of brilliant clubs, I believe, in their own regions. A lot of All Blacks up at Grammatech, guys like Wilson Winneray, Carl Tremaine, the Wedden brothers, Alan and Gary, and current All Black, Ofa Tuangafasi. And then on the side of New Plymouth Old Boys, the most current one, Tupu Vaea, and, wishing them luck up in the World Cup as well. Hopefully we can see a little bit of better performance than what was out there today versus South Africa.
Oh, mate, what a shocker that was. But here we are, new game, and we're underway here. Josh Ray, first touch of the game. Oh, Jordan Roylance there.
Yeah, not the way to start that one, I think. Can't take the guy in the air.
Advantage here, Grammatech, as they look to move it up forward here. Good meters there. Under advantage here. They swing the ball wide. Sean Waite covering. You wouldn't want to run into him.
It's a great tackle there. Look, they've got some really speed on the wing and some danger men out here for the Grammatech boys as well. So, they'll be looking forward to getting it wide.
As they like to swing it here.
Some lovely interlink play here by Grammatech and a nice offload there by Mixon.
Break down the side here. They've got a chance. Mace Millen back there to cover it up. Very strong ball runner. As we can see, gets rid of a few runners there. A few defenders, sorry.
Yes, Mason winning his maiden Premier title and went ahead with the 5-day celebration.
Yep, mad as a cut snake, that guy.
A great clearance kick there from Josh Ray.
You can imagine the celebrations if they manage to take this one out, Liam.
Absolutely.
Long into the night.
Yes, and what will be an away trip as well, which seems to always be a little bit more dangerous.
Boys will be licking their lips for that one.
Yep. Crowd's starting to build here at Yarrow Stadium as well. Numbers starting to come in as a curtain raiser to Taranaki versus Bay of Plenty. Bay of Plenty will be looking to register another win with Taranaki 4-0 to start the season, and Bay of Plenty having only the one win under the belt.
Oh, big defence coming in there. All boys up, quick off their line. Grammatech midfield here.
This is a really key part of this Old Boys team over these first few games as well. They're really getting off the line and putting on hits.
Looking pretty sharp, this Grammatech team. Bit better than what we've been seeing other teams that Old Boys have played early on as they look to swing it wide here.
Yeah, not afraid to pass the ball and move it out the back. Pleasing to see.
Couple of early touches from the centre. Tony Fumaono, he looks pretty sharp with ball in hand.
And look, Grammatech into their 17th phase as well.
Oh, unlucky there, just in the touch.
Shitty's got some pace there as well.
Shitty can fly, can't he?
Yeah, Isaac, he's quick, mate.
Isaac Milne here.
Looking to see him with ball in hand. He could be one of those dangerous operators for them.
In my notes here, I notice he's one of the premier players that has dropped down to play in the 85s here, so he's got plenty of experience, and like you say, Liam, looks like they have a good set of wheels on him.
Yeah, for sure, and I wonder if a lot of these boys have played together, as a lot of them actually come from Auckland Grammar now, which is home to the head of sports of former Taranaki coach Willie Rickards as well.
Old Boys under advantage here as they look to swing it wide. Caleb Wheatley is one of the more interesting professions in this Old Boys team. I see here he owns a string of laundromats across the North Island. And an interesting fact for Caleb Wheatley was he once starred on Shortland Street as TK Samuel's nephew. So that's pretty interesting, isn't it, Liam?
Yeah, a man of multi-talents. I guess that, the laundromat's pretty interesting, whether he's cleaning a bit of money.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know of a guy like that. But yeah, it's certainly interesting as Old Boys here, penalty early on. Josh Ray will be looking to clear the touch here and a bit of set piece for the half points.
Yeah.
Ooh,
not quite make touch.
Yeah.
How's it going to work out here? We might have a nice little counter attack there from Jade Taylor up the guts.
Jade Taylor, sponsored by Colgate actually. And
Old Boys looking to build a few phases here. Overlap.
William Luff. As he looks to put
draw
away
pass.
Wheatley. Oh.
Play on. Shani Way. That's the offload of the century, and that's a hell of a finish there by the half pints. Willie Luff, showed a turn of gas there. Just debuted recently for Taranaki Pacifica as well.
Yeah, he showed a good set of wheels there, and the centering pass played out. Also a good link there by Caleb Wheatley there. He looked pretty sharp on the sideline. Interesting enough unfortunately for William Luff, only the second best looking William on premises today, but we can't do much about that, mate.
No, look, and I guess, the commentary box sponsored by Propecia as well. There's not too much here up here today.
No, the caps are on tight up here, mate, and they're not coming off, put it that way.
Hey, look, and a big thank you as well to the referees and touch judges. Here we've got Rowan Gladding and assisted on the touch lines by Ross Hannon and Ryan Marshall as well. It's very much a thankless job because, without them the game doesn't operate.
Absolutely. We've got to have people like that in our sport to keep it going. Otherwise, we can't go anywhere. And a good initiative this year. The first year, Old Boys have entered a team in the National Under-85 comp. Obviously, Taranaki has been represented in the last few years by Tukapa. But the boys got together and put a team in this year. And I'll tell you what, she could be a good thing going forward.
Yeah, look, what a fantastic initiative from New Zealand Rugby as well. Trying to keep people playing the game. And it's not just 18-year-olds in this under-85s, mate. You might have a couple of guys closer to 35, 40, just like Jackson Carrington here for New Plymouth Old Boys.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Josh Ray just pushing one wide there, leaving the scores to New Plymouth Old Boys 5, Grammatech 0. 5 minutes gone here. I tell you what, both teams looking good with ball in hand, Liam. They've spread the ball wide a bit, looking to play some attacking football, mate.
Yeah, I think that Old Boys might have had the ball there for about 60 seconds, managed to get away down the other end for a try. So that's a good start for them.
There's Mason Millen. No handbrake there. He looks to truck it upfield there.
Tell you what, it's a great skill level. Old boys might have a little bit of overlap here if they can move the ball wide enough. Walden, great footwork.
Interesting enough here, Liam, I see in the stat sheet we have about 4 halfbacks in the starting 15 for Plymouth Old Boys.
Oh, Jaden Ford offload.
Jaden Ford's been strong. From what I've seen the last 3 games, he's been one of their better players.
And as you see there, 6 Shani Waite. Mate, he looks a hell of a lot like Garfield, doesn't he?
He does. I tell you what, he have the best pass I've ever seen from an open side flanker, mate.
Absolutely, and look, probably this game suits him as well, playing in the loosies. Normally a halfback, like you say. But, you know, what we're excited to see today as well is that loose forward pairing of Jaden Ford and Shani Waite. You know, self-nicknamed the Bang Brothers for their ferocious hits out on the field.
Cousins, actually, grew up down in Aurora, so, you know, they used to practice this stuff on the backfield, mate, back in the day when they were young fellas.
I guess what's really cool today as well for the Walden family, Tarangi playing for the Taranaki team in the midfield at 12 as well, and then Joshy coming in the under-85s game for the curtain raisers. So, you know, pretty awesome time for them.
And what a treat for the half points to have the older brother there and, you know, playing for them. Wealth of experience, as you say. He was a former halfback for Otago a few years back and a few games for Taranaki when he come back. So to have a guy like that in the team, obviously, there's a few experience heads I've got. Warwick Lemert, another one. He's been all around the world playing 7s and 15s. So to have those guys in the team, you know, it's got to be a big help.
Yeah, look, and they're going to bring a wealth of experience when they come on as well. That's another halfback too, mate. I think there's probably about 5 halfbacks here for this new Plymouth Old Boys side.
Interesting enough, I see that Warwick Lemert is now given back to the game as a referee post rugby career. So he might have a few tips for the ref out there. I don't know if that might play in his favour or not. As they look to swing it wide here, and there's numbers here, Jade Taylor.
Carry into contact, and look, I'd like to give a warm welcome as well to the Auckland crew tuning in on the live stream. I'm sure you're looking forward, if you're not down here already, to watching your kids play and your friends and your mates. Some great footwork there by Ross Ince. Turns out he's the fifth best looking in the family.
Yep, very good looking family, and unfortunately he wasn't tarnished with that brush, Liam. But
yeah.
You know, he makes up for it in other ways. Very interesting player, actually, Joby Hintz. He's a former New Plymouth Boys High School first 15 captain and head boy, and interesting enough, played a season for the Penrith Panthers under 20 rugby league team. So he's a bit of a dual coder, but he's come back to the Naki here and looking to, you know, get into the 15 game.
Yeah, wealth of experience as well, and, you know, turns out very much an amateur boxer with 0-2 record, 2 losses. So, you know, that's probably one profession he's not going back to.
Yeah, he doesn't seem too good with the old fists, mate, but he's definitely looks like he's doing all right out there today with the oval ball. There's Grammar Tech there. There was a bit of a balk on the line out. Maybe. Free kick to Old Boys here as they look to get it quickly and off the back fence. Mace Millam, look at him go. He always beats the first 2 defenders, this guy. He's pretty sharp.
Yeah, quality premier player as well, so can't wait to see him get his ball in hands. Joshy Ray, long pass out wide. Another good touch there by William Luff. Strong in the carry there. Nice tackle there by number 6.
He's Captain Jaden Ford. He's always a good, strong ball runner as he just knocks the ball on there. Grammatech managed to strip it out there. We're looking to do something here.
A great viewing platform up here, and you can see the Grammatech boys getting into some really good structure. You know, guys out the back ready to receive it, get it, shift the ball wide. Nice interlink play there.
As Grammatech swing it wide here. Looking to cut back in here and recycle the ball. Have a man down there in the midfield for Grammatech. Might be the fullback, Kevin McLaughlin.
No, it's actually there, number 10, Garcia Valahi. Hopefully looks okay. Looks in a bit of pain there. I think the ref might be stopping the game if it goes any closer to him.
He looks at a little bit of discomfort, doesn't he? But they play on here, looking to swing the ball wide. Nice and deep, this Grammatech attack. As centre, Tony Fuimona, who looks to put a floater up.
Good take there by Millam. And the counter-attack's taken. Here we go. Great hands there by Wheatley.
TK Samuel's nephew. Oh. Play on here. No, referee's called that back for a knock on. Unlucky there. The boys had a bit of space. Looked like it might have come off a Grammatech hand, but referee's called that a knock on, so they'll be back for the scrum.
Nice thing here about this Sam Ryan with the halfback for Old Boys. Come over to Canada, on a bit of a gap here. And, he's performed really well, in all games this season. And he's got a really bright future ahead for the young man.
He's got a bit of size about him, and he's got a great build for a halfback. Good set of legs on him.
And a beautiful moulay.
Yeah. Two things I was never blessed with, Liam, was a good set of legs and a good set of hair, mate, unfortunately. But he looks to have it, and you're right, he does look promising.
It probably makes his future even brighter with that hairline, mate.
That's for sure. You'd rather have it than not.
Another reset to the scrum here. That's the brilliant thing about 85s. Sometimes you can have guys who are backs and then now they're in the front row. A special case like that is Jackson Carrington with his head taped on the bench there. He's the one who actually erected these marquees down the side for Marquee & Co, mate, and what a wonderful company and, party hire place it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to Jacko and his team for supplying those here today. And, geez, they look sturdy. They're going nowhere, Liam.
No, exactly. I've seen them fly in the wind. They just don't move.
Short arm penalty here for Grammatic. Looking to get on with the game here as they take the quick tap. Number 8 is Samson Chandulao, and a good run. Gets across the advantage line there.
Big tackle there by Eddie Dunny. Old Boys flying off the line there. Nice hit by Jaden Ford, followed through by Roy Lance.
As Grammatic look to get it wide there. Oh, unfortunate knock on. Referee was playing advantage, so he'll come back. I tell you what, Liam, I quite like the look of the first 5 there. Garcia Vailahi, ball in hand. He looks like he's got a good skill set about him. Yeah,
and once again we saw Isaac Milne. Every time he gets that ball in hand, mate, there's some really fast feet there. He looks like he's beaten the defender each time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a few sharp boys in this back line, so Old Boys will be looking to tighten up on that D.
12 minutes in, still 5-0 here. Territory's sitting at about 52% Old Boys, 48% Grammatic.
Yeah. Well, we've got a break in the play here, Liam. I'd just like to do a special shout-out to the flanker here, Sean Waite. Him and his partner, Ashley, actually expecting twins in the next month or so. So, yeah, congrats, guys, and that's exciting for the young family.
Yeah, wonderful news. Look, we wish them all the best as well.
Oh, big D there, Jaden Ford. He's good at that, shooting out of the line. Got a good set of shoulders on him there. Vailahi swings it wide. Fuima Ono, as it is Isaac Milne on the short ball.
Actually, they had their weigh-ins today, and Jaden Ford was a little bit heavy with his jockeys on, mate, so it turns out he actually had to do it nude.
Yeah. Any chance to get the kid off, though, that boy, he'll do it. Even though he's got a bit of a sloppy build, he rates it. As Grammatic hard on attack here, nearly down in the opposition 22.
Oh, didn't release the player there, knees were on the ground. Clever there by the Grammatic man.
Interesting to see what they do here. Looks like they might be taking the shot, which is a smart play here early on. 5-0. Get some points on the board and look to build from there.
And look, this pace is ferocious, isn't it? There's no stopping these guys. It's going end to end, side to side. That's what we really want to see today on a surface like Yarrow Stadium.
Absolutely. She's looking good at the Yarrow Stadium. Good to be back playing football here. Obviously a few years away, playing down in Inglewood, but this is the home of rugby in Taranaki, so it's good to be back in the ball ring.
Yeah, look, and just a big thank you as well to Spark Metal Fabrication, one of Taranaki's leading engineering companies, specialise in everything steel, from residential and commercial structural steel and earthquake strengthening through to architecturally designed staircases, balustrades and gates. They are your go-to local steel fabricators, and without them, this Half Pints team, wouldn't be working.
As halfback here, Thomas Strachan looks to put some points on the board for Grammatic. 15 out. He struck it well. Okay. And it's through the post. That's 3 points to Grammatic.
And, his favourite foods is Mum's chicken lasagna. Who would have thought? Must be lovely.
Chicken lasagna. You can't go wrong with that, mate.
It's a lovely moulay again there on the sideline there from the young New Plymouth Old Boys man.
Some interesting lid skin around down there, Liam. Yeah, it's good to see. The boys are, being a bit wild and getting out there with the hairdos. It's good to see. Make the most of it while you got it, as I say. As Old Boys get underway. And Grammatic, it's come off the side of the boot there from Fui Maono.
Yeah, it's not the exit that they're wanting at this point in time. Once you score those 3 points, mate, you want to exit strong, eh? Get down that other half so that they can counter-attack against you.
Especially a team like Old Boys who have got such a strong piece that they've shown through their last few games. So they'll look to camp out down here and make something of it.
Yeah, look down the sideline there, Willie, is Daniel Waite, local legend, brother of Sean Waite I believe he'd just gone over to Japan, so, let's hope they haven't kicked him out of the country already.
Yeah, no, he's back for a short stay. But yeah, there's a few of these weight boys floating around. I tell you what, mate, they can both play, but the best one out of the lot, in my opinion, is Jared Waite. And he has had a horror string of injuries, but he's down there helping out on the ball boy today. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, wonderful to see. He really did have a bright future.
He did. Short in stature, but big in heart, mate, and he could play football. But a few head knocks sort of stunned his career. But
a great counter-ruck there by the captain, Jason Harris, for the Auckland Grammar Tech.
Yeah. Old boys looking to speed the game up a bit here.
Great carry there by Jade Taylor, and a lot of fight in the tackle.
Yeah, I like the look of him. He's got good stock. There's Sean Waite, the flanker. Halfback turn flanker. He only knows one way, and that's forward.
Yeah, look, it's hard to breach this Grammar Tech defence.
Jordan Royland, stiff arm there. Matthew Parkey with a big hit coming in there. Bit of sting in that, Lee, eh? When you see hits like that, mate, those are the ones where you're glad to be up here and not down there, mate.
Yeah, mercy me, that could have put him in Ward 4.
Yeah.
I hope not, Bill. That's the maternity ward.
So, a bit of a knock on there from Old Boys half points. Gives Grammar Tech a chance to clear from their own end here. And it'll be interesting to see what they've got here. We'll do here. Bit of a blind. As we look to see how the scrum goes. Interesting to see. We've got a Brody Lilly as the Plymouth Premier's halfback in the front row. And he's must be getting a few tips from scrum coach Toby Burkett there because he's done well.
And a nice kick there by the halfback. Unfortunately, probably would like to get a little bit more distance. But, at least they're out of their 22 with Old Boys with another attacking opportunity.
As we look around here, Liam, looks like a good crowd starting to come in now and settle in.
Gearing up for this curtain raiser game. What was wonderful to see, Taranaki recently signing Tom Franklin, former Highlanders and New Zealand Māori player as well, coming back from America, so it's going to be a great signing for them.
Absolutely, and a wealth of experience, just what that pack needs. A bit light in the second row, though, so to have a man like that come in is absolutely spot on, as Old Boys look to swing it wide here through...
Oh, good foot. Ball to foot. There's a bit of pace here from Milne again. Oh,
geez, he can fly that Milne. As they look to play on here, and it is Ben Megson down the sideline.
Great tackle there by Jade Taylor, and onto his feet and securing the ball as well.
Old Boys looking to counter ruck here, and he might have got it. He has. Jade Taylor.
What a turnover. Harwood is Ducks, actually. Intelligently bright.
And Wheatley looks to clear. And he's done well there on the clearance. Yeah, well done from Jay Taylor. And just recently a new father too, first-time father. So shout out to his partner Taylor out there and baby Millie. Never thought I'd see the day Joe Taylor had a kid. He's a bit of a kid himself, but it's good to see Liam. These fellas are, getting on and starting to build, into family men.
Yeah, and look, played a little bit with Jade as well. One of these trips, he forgot his boots and his undies.
Yeah, that sounds about right. As Grammar Tech here have the line out on the 22. Look to make something of this here.
Oh, pre-planned move here.
Oh, bit of a trick play.
And he came into Shani Waite there, and that was a fantastic hit.
Great hit there from Sean Waite. Grammar Tech on the back foot here as they have a bit of an overlap.
Nice footwork there by
Chandalau. He looks promising, Chandalau, early on.
A talented cricketer as well. Some of these guys out here, multi-talented athletes.
Oh, Jaden Ford flying up off the line. That's 2 or 3 big hits he's put in now. He looks to have shoulders of steel, that kid. As Grammar Tech hold on attack here.
Nice carry there by Megson. A little bit of an udon noodle with his size and lankiness.
Yeah, he does resemble an udon noodle. A bit like Jordan Roylance. The red hue gear there, he looks like a bit of an udon noodle.
He just come back from a broken sternum, actually, so you're interested to see he goes out here today, but a man of a lot of talent.
Grammar Tech here looking to build a few phases and set themselves up for something nice here. As they swing the ball wide here, and it's prop Matthew Parkey. The man who put the big hit on. Yeah, he's just given him a bit of revenge there, Sean Waite, for his big hit he put on earlier. Chandalau, sidestepping.
Playing some good footy, this Grammar Tech. Nice sort of skills in array. Oh, and to Shani Waite again.
Isaac Chater. Yep.
Here we go. Valahi. Oh, round the neck that one. That's the penalty advantage.
Under advantage here, so they swing the ball wide. And
look at that D.
Big defence.
Oh, they're up and over top of him as well. His teammate didn't like that. Tried to throw him over the fence.
Jesus.
Oh, there we go. Still going. You don't mind a little bit of push and shove out there?
Absolutely. It's good to see. The boys are showing a bit of passion out there, so that's what you want to be seeing from your players. As Tana Umaga once said, Liam, famously, it's not tiddlywinks.
I think they might have a shot at goal here potentially again. You know, that would put them up ahead on the scoreboard, building a little bit of that scoreboard pressure.
Absolutely. Just like to make mention a late exclusion from the game. Fitu Cameron was supposed to start on the left wing there. He's been ruled out due to injury. He's been one of the better players for them early on, including the last game they played. He had a 4-try haul. Geez, he can fly. They'll miss him today, but Caleb Wheatley covering. He looks like he's fitting in nicely out there.
Yeah, seamless transition really for a guy sort of, you know, come from this acting career and he's coming down here now. He can do everything.
Absolutely. Can play all over the park by the looks of it. As Grammatech look to add another 3 points from Tom Strachan, and all of a sudden, Grammatech hit the lead. 20 minutes gone here.
Yeah, Strawny, as his mates like to call him, eh? You know, here he builds a beautiful off-field culture as well.
Absolutely.
Man can run a court session, they say. 20 minutes into the game, 20 to go to the end of half, and the boys look they're blowing a bit because this game's going quick.
Yeah, she's quick. It was one of the comments that I've been hearing, you know, from some of these Premier boys, is that it's a lot faster than the Premier Rugby, just due to the size. Everyone's the same size, you know. No big fatties to run around. As Vailahi, he slips there. And Old Boys with a red-hot crack here to build here as they go up through the middle.
Good carry there by McLaughlin. He's still going.
Look at him go. Good clean out there by Waite as they look to spin it.
Nice footwork here.
Brody Lilly. Great Taranaki name, that one, Lilly.
Yes, nephew of Daryl, famous Taranaki legend. And they're building some good phases here. And again, Lilly up the guts.
Old Boys building nicely here. Numbers out to the left as they can get quick ball.
Hot ball here.
Josh Ray.
Surely.
Oh.
He might be in a bit of trouble here, maybe.
Justin Marshall wouldn't like that one.
Absolutely not.
Old Boys with an advantage here, so they're just going to swing the ball here and look to make something of it.
Taylor up onto his feet again. Ford.
Jaden Ford, good meters. Look at him go.
Here we go. I think we're going to see Brody Lilly with another carry.
Oh, look at that. And that is open side flanker Sean Waite dotting down for Old Boys there. What a great line that one, Liam.
And that was a silky bit of skill there. A nice inside ball. Shani, traditional halfback play. And to, you know, linking up again with, once again, that Jaden Ford. You know, these two players are going to really be pushing for that Barbarian side there, Willie.
Absolutely. Been two of their better players for the first few games. And, yeah, really interesting enough for Sean, actually. He's had a bit of time with the Taranaki Bulls. He was included in the 2021 Ranfurly Shield defence against Hawke's Bay here a few years ago. So, obviously a talented player, and what a man to have in you, and an under-85s team.
Yep. And a couple of guys, you know, Taranaki old hooker, probably the best thrower in the Southern Hemisphere, Caleb Mawson as well, sharing his knowledge with some of these younger guys. You know, it's fantastic to see guys like that really giving back to the community.
Yeah, it's good to see, Lee. You need those guys in our game.
And some real nice scrum coach there, and Tobias Burkett eating a chip on the sideline, actually.
Yeah.
So stopped off at that West Town Bakery, you know, one of the community pillars up here in New Plymouth.
A chip or a vape, Liam, one or the other. Might be a vape, mate.
Yeah, we don't know if we need to see that on the sideline, Willie.
No vaping here at the bull ring, mate. But, yep, Toby Burkett, wealth of experience, a good front rower, and he had an awesome season for the Old Boys Premiers this year, and as such has been included in the Taranaki development squad.
You know, guy I'm really excited to see get on there is, you know, young Joseph Avery, heavily respected teacher at New Plymouth Boys High, and whose jaw doesn't actually stay still on a Saturday.
Yeah, be good to see you can play that kid. Another one for me, interesting enough here, Liam, we have for Plymouth Old Boys, Jason Simpson, who was a former member of the New Zealand Under-20 team, and has just had a horror string of injuries the last few years, but coming back from a few new knee reconstructions, so he'd be an interesting player to see get out there and get a bit of ball in hand. My facts here tell me he once kicked a penalty goal for the first 15 from 65 metres, so he's got a raking boot on him. Yeah,
a little bit like Mornay Stain there. You know, excited to see him come on. Probably one of the things that fascinated me the most is Eamon Tolhurst here for the Grammatech boys. He was part of the French Foreign Legion, you know, in the jungles of French Guiana, South America, fighting gold smugglers, you know, armed with assault weapons.
Geez, you wouldn't want to be running into him in the malls, eh? He wouldn't be taking a back step. French Foreign Legion.
I bet you he's got some stories under his belt. Here we are, Joby Hintz just slowing down the game, as per usual. It's all about him most of the time, isn't it?
It is. It's funny you say that, Liam. You know, you've got all sorts of guys from all sorts of walks of life here. You've got Eamon Tolhurst, who was in the French Foreign Legion, and then you flip to the other side, captain for the Plymouth Old Boys, Jaden Ford, who's actually a professional dog groomer by trade.
His own business, does he?
Yeah, he's grooming dogs Monday to Friday, mate, and
is that Scooby van he's driving around
that's
in?
what he's driving around in, mate. So, bit of a difference there between the two players, but Old Boys hot on attack here.
Great ball by Ray.
Sean Waite.
Oh, Taylor.
Oh, Taylor just ankle tapped there. He picks it up and goes again.
It's an intelligent player, isn't he? He knows to put the ball down twice and got to his feet straight away. Great carry there by John McLaughlin. Nice presentation.
Old Boys are starting to build nicely here. A few backdoor plays and
lovely interlink.
Looking like they're getting a bit of timing. William Luff, another great run. He's been strong early on here.
But unlucky there, Grammatech. Thought he did well to get over the ball. Oh, there's some flat stuff going, though. I think we might see an intercept soon.
As Old Boys still hot on attack here, looking to set something up. Josh Ray.
Oh, see, there we go.
Sean Waite, ball in hand again.
It's another carry for him. His stats are looking solid already.
As they look to head down the short side, nothing going there, and unlucky there for Josh Ray, just a little knock on.
Brother of Cody Ray, the guy who kicked 8 from 8 here on this same ground in the 2014 Premiership Final.
Yep.
And what would have been a wonderful moment for him and his whānau.
Local legend around here, Cody Ray, and from a good rugby stock, actually, the Ray family from down Partia way. They, very good sportsmen in their own right, and his brother, actually Logan Ray, kicked a penalty from the sideline here for the Plymouth Old Boys a few years ago to win the Premier title. So, good rugby stock, that family. Yeah,
just down on this corner here in the 22. Actually, Jackson Carrington there on the sideline was the guy who actually scored the try, funnily enough.
Yep.
New Zealand's slower swinger, but actually New Zealand's fastest prop.
Yep.
Who would have thought? Doesn't mind throwing a punch out there as well. So you got to be careful of that these days. There's a lot of cameras around.
Yep, you can definitely throw him. That boy is.
Oh,
Grammatech
nice.
here.
Milne.
Hot on attack. Wheatley, last line of defence. The last pass just breaks down.
Could he have done it himself? He's going to look back on this replay and hear our commentary to start with, but he's going to go, should I just put on a whack there, mate?
Jeez.
1, 2.
Well, he looked good enough. He had one to beat, and I tell you what, he was going backwards, but just a little knock on there by Isaac Chater, who is a track and field athlete. So, if he had the ball in hand, he might have had a good set of wheels too, but unlucky there for Grammatech.
You can understand the draw and passing if you've got a guy like that outside you as well. Yeah. Have you seen the quads on Milne? Mate, for a guy who's long and skinny, those quads are something serious.
Yeah, he looks to be one of their more athletic players out there, and early on, he's really impressed me here.
I'd really like to see Old Boys tackle blindside here, but great scrum there by Grammatech.
Grammatech has screwed it. William Luff, great run.
Here.
Very strong ball runner here. Old Boys looking to get some fast ball, and Josh Ray looking to relieve some pressure.
Nice kick down to the opposition. Great clearance there by Joshua Ray. He's got that trusted left boot, doesn't he?
Yep, he does.
And like to welcome in local celebrity Cole Pile into the Yarrows Stadium as well.
Yep, Pile. He's a bit of a legend around here. Great cricketer, Paul Pile.
Very great cricketer, line and length all day. Yeah, Miles Simpkin, there's not a lot to say about him there, Billy. Yeah, line out in their own 40 Grammatech to throw. They quite like this little option. I'm not sure whether they trust their jumpers.
Yeah. Something that's concerning me early on down the sideline here, Liam, is Daniel Waite showing a lot of attention to the physio, not a lot of focus on the game.
Considering he's not contracted anymore, Willie, it is a concern.
Used to go by the name of Snakesy. Maybe living up to his old tricks again as Old Boys.
Oh, Roy Lance.
Roy Lance putting it on the
and a nice little shot as well.
Showing his versatility there, Liam. Putting it on the left foot, the grubber, the lock.
Yes. Talented man. Another guy who's great for your team, who will turn up to your Sunday and your Monday and your Tuesday if he has to.
Just a little special mention down there to on the sideline. We see Reef Robinson, who is self-titled as the on-it leader for this under 85 half points team. He likes to really do his best work in the post-match.
Yeah, and it's his birthday, I believe, too. So look, happy birthday to Reef. 29 years old and still looking youthful.
Absolutely. As Old Boys are back on attack here. A bit of a spill from Grammatech. William Luff gets rid of another one. Jeez, he's been strong.
Not a lot of work coming out the way of Millam. I'd like to see him get his hands on the ball now.
As Old Boys looking to settle here. Forward out the back.
Oh, there's that intercept. He was lucky he didn't get the run away there.
He's been hunting, actually, Fuimono. He's been up quick in the line. Talented league player here, Fuimono.
Yeah.
I believe that he was in the Bulldogs squad there a couple of years ago.
And another one that could be a good option for this Barbarian outfit as well. Like, I think he's been class so far today with ball in hand. Looking forward to, seeing what he's got on defence as well, if he can get up and make a few hits. Just looking down there, Willie, as well, I don't actually see Warwick Lemert. I believe he was officiating one of the games on another field at the Two Copper Ground. So you're wondering whether he's going to come in late because, a guy with experience coming off a bench like that can only be a good thing.
Absolutely. Wealth of experience. I'll be gutted if they can't get him on the field. And just while we've got a bit of a break here, Liam, what a great initiative this National Under 85 competition is. Obviously, Under 85 grade has been around for a while in some of the bigger centres in New Zealand, but obviously we haven't seen a lot of it down here in Taranaki. But what an initiative, giving the little fellas a bit of a go,
Keeping them in the game, Sometimes you go up and play some of those bigger grades, and it's not that nice tackling a 120 kilo man.
That's not nice tackling at all, and something I didn't do a lot of in my career, Liam. I tried to stay away from that side of the game, but...
Yeah, I did hear they used to call you the open gate.
Yeah, mate. That's me. And Old Boy's back on attack here.
He's got a nice pass there, Reimer. Target just about every time.
Sean Waite, first receiver. Backdoor, numbers wide here, but Ray opts to go off the left foot.
Yeah, the 6-on-1 there. Here we go. Oh, Taylor.
Taylor's been good. Ball in hand early. He's looking elusive out there.
Tell you what, we've seen some really good clearing of the rucks from both sides. Looking after the ball, building phases. Here we go, Ray. Hints. Oh, good off the
Hints. You can see the league skills coming from Hints. Obviously a talented league player, but offload, a big part of his game.
Great D there from Grammatic, mate. Managed to hold up forward, and that's a turnover, in the 22 in that red zone for them.
Yep, a great result there for Grammatic. As Old Boys were hot on attack there and looking pretty sharp there, so they'll be happy with their work there.
It's awesome to see a couple of it's Heritage Day here at Yarrow Stadium today, and good to see the likes of Andy Slater and Shane McDonald.
Yep.
Some of that Gloria winning Ranfurly Shield team from the 96 era. Be looking forward to seeing how their team goes today with Andy's son Bradley playing in the game as well.
Yep, there's a few Slaters still popping around in our game. Obviously, Rowan Slater, a talented flanker for Plymouth Old Boys. He's in the development squad at the moment. Young guy coming through, so it's good to see names like the Lilies and the Slaters and that still around the traps. So the future's looking bright for Taranaki Rugby, Liam.
Absolutely. Hey, look, a guy down there, young fella, just getting into his work, Jared Ritson. He's probably the most likely here to get a yellow card. So it'll be interesting to see how much game time he gets today, because if the game comes close, he's one to, probably get a red like Scott Barrett.
Yep, he can. He's known for that, and I tell you what, he can throw them too. So
yeah, he's working actually for one of Taranaki's best plumbers in Core 5 Plumbing with James Wilson and his crew. So if you need some plumbing done, get in touch.
It's the man to see for the job.
Yeah, another injury here for Grammatic, hoping the young man's okay. I've got number 5 off already, which is no good for them. So there's not too many on the sidelines.
And it'll be interesting to see, Liam, obviously a few hands on hips out there from both teams here. How long do they leave it to start making some of these substitutions? Obviously, it's a fast game, so it'll be interesting to see when they pull the trigger on that.
And great to see New Plymouth Old Boys waterboy Thomas Landrigan getting out into the field. This man is good at organising things. He helped you out on the weekend, but what he's been able to do for this team during the week is something that he should be proud of.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is actually quite a nice rest for both sides, I think, just to allow them to continue playing at the pace that the game's being played at.
Sucking in the big ones, getting a bit of H2O. Just interesting down there, Liam. Jackson Carrington running the head tape. Now, I'm not sure whether or not that's a genuine reason for the head tape. Was that sort of covering the receding hairline?
No, he's got a full head of hair, mate. I'd say he doesn't want the cauliflower ears now that he's moved into the front row, but it's going to be a it's going to be a natural progression for him.
It's inevitable, isn't it, in that front row?
Yeah, and he used to have a motor as well. He was another one who was in the saunas this morning, trying to clip down a little bit of weight. Said he weighed in at about 85.9 last night. So he thought he might get there, and it's good to see him on there. Oh, actually, look, I wonder if Wizard Lemert actually didn't weigh in, mate.
Looks to be a late exclusion from the team here, so interesting. So one man down. I'm not sure, looking down there, there's anyone else replaced him, so might be one short for Old Boys.
And I wonder if the Grammatic boys will be staying overnight here. They'll be pretty happy with an overnight trip with their team. You know, always a little bit of fun.
Down in the Naki.
Yeah, and the New Plymouth, a wonderful venue to do it as well. You've got Crowded House Bar and Cafe, and then also the good home for those 3 a.m.ers and those rum and cokes at that point in time.
Our place too, a good haunt. Been in there a few times at, when I shouldn't have been, Liam, 4 or 5 in the morning. And
Look, Willie, I believe you're a father coming as well, mate. So, just behalf of myself and the wider West Town community, we want to wish you all the best too for your pending arrival, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Obviously, very excited for that, but we'll see how we go there, eh? Yeah. Father life, eh? That'll keep me on my toes, mate.
Yeah, mate. You'll grow up. At least you can't lose any more here.
Well, it's the first one that I know of.
Yeah.
There could be a few floating around, but we'll say it's the first one. But yeah, like you say, the lid's shot to bits, mate. So
was that in your days when you travelled through Asia, with the Samurai Sevens team and playing all those other international tournaments?
Yeah, absolutely. Those good old days, but they're long behind us now here, Liam.
Yeah, and that's why they've put us in the commentary box, mate. Probably the first people to actually pay to get in here. Yeah,
absolutely. And good initiative, actually, too, from the Taranaki Rugby Union. Old boys were given a code, NPOB, and to receive, put your code in, you get $10 tickets. And I hear they sold 680 tickets with that code. That's for all games for today, so good initiative for Taranaki Rugby.
Good carry there by Megson. The Udon Noodle, Milne with ball in hand again.
Hot on attack here, Grammatic. I like the look of the prop, Matthew Paki. He looks tough. As Grammatic's Chandelao out the back there. Fuima Ono just with a little bit of a bobble. And Grammatic have
managed to get away with it there.
Yeah, still got the ball.
Up the guts.
Oh, big
hit by Tuck. He was the MVP of the Colts team this year at New Plymouth Old Boys. Actually missed his award presentation and turned up half an hour late and then accepted it and probably didn't make any sense in the speech.
Fashionably late, we'll call that. As Grammatic have lost a bit of yardage here, but still with the ball in hand, deep in their own half. Looking to clear here. And it'll be Fuima Ono.
And a nice exit.
And he hasn't found touch.
Yes, here we go. Millen with ball in hand. There's a bit of space in the back right corner here. And look, he's seen it too. Look at that.
Get down. Oh,
good nudge.
Mace Millen, not known for his kicking ability, but I tell you what, he's found some open grass here.
Here we go.
Old boys.
Oh!
Brody Lilly infield.
With the offload. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Have they done it? Tell you what. There we go. Who went for it there?
It's Old boys.
God, they've got space out wide. They've got about 8 versus 2 here.
Oh, they're screaming out for ball wide here.
Oh, too slow.
Slow ball, and it's finally come. Looking to spin it.
Time to set. Here we go. Jade Taylor in the outside channels. It's a drawn pass to Wheatley. Has he got the gas? Oh, great. D
inside ball. And Jade Taylor. Fins up. What a try. Jade Taylor. He's been good early on, and great touch from Caleb Wheatley there just to put him in the sideline there.
I'm just going to have to question that. I'm not sure how Old Boys got the ball off that kick out. It wasn't a 50-22, was it? My eyes didn't see.
Yeah, I'm not sure either that or the ball was touched, but, good forward thinking there. Quick throw-in. Yes. And it's resulted in a try for Old Boys, and they'll be happy with their work. 15-6 here as we're 3 minutes out from half-time.
Great way to go into half-time as well for that scoreboard pressure. So now Grammatic are going to have to come out in the second half and really just throw that ball around.
Yeah, and obviously being the team that's come down on the long bus trip, Liam, that's obviously got to play a part. And
I believe they might have flown down this time. I think it might be part of the New Zealand Rugby Initiative. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard for the New Plymouth boys. If that was going to happen, they get on the flight and they go.
Oh, no excuses there. Then they should have fresh legs.
You'd hope so. And look, Josh Ray, this is actually the exact spot where Logan Ray kicked that penalty for the premiership title in 2015 on the final hooter, just before going extra time. Went from 15-all to 17-15 in what was a memorable few days.
As he lines it up here, and he's swinging it round, but has it got the legs? No, off the woodwork.
Unfortunate. He's been kicking really well this year, Joshy Ray.
Oh, he's a good player, mate. He's been around the traps and in and out of the senior squad for the last few years, and just a really dependable play. You know what you're going to get week in, week out from Joshy Ray. He's clinical. He can pass. He's got a step. He got a boot on him.
And he doesn't miss a tackle often, mate. For a guy of his stature, he's the guy who gets off the ground and just continues to work hard.
One of the last guys you see too, leaving the nightclubs at night. He's still in there doing his best work late at night. So
he is quite often home at 7 a.m.
He likes to dig in. as we're 2 minutes out from half time here.
And a great take there by Grammatic to get the ball back. Now they've got a fantastic attacking opportunity before we go into half. Great D there by Old Boys. Off the line quickly. Here we go. Could be an overlap here for Grammatic, and a nice ball there from the 9.
Oh, Roy Lance. Jordan Roy Lance, take that. Big hit coming in from Roy Lance.
And look at that, just before the half as well. You know, that could be a telling play in the game here, Willie. Just before the half, puts the big hit on, knock on.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, he's not a lot to him, Jordan Roy Lance, but I tell you what, he's put all of that bloody 85-kilo frame there into that tackle.
Yeah, sponsored by Powerade as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Good lungs on the man, you know, get off the ground and go again and again and again. Here we are, feed to the scrum for Old Boys from Reimer. See how Brody Lilly holds this right-hand side up here. Nice scrum and some real pressure here from Grammatic.
Old Boys' last chance of the half here. Ball in hand. They look to make something off it. Mace Millum.
Quick ball could work.
Josh Ray, inside ball to that man, Jordan Roy Lance.
Nice D there by our number 9 once again. He's a quality player for them too, with a lovely pass off the base of the ruck.
Josh Ray, dummy, and go himself.
Oh, how did the ball pop out there? Oh, hands on the ground first there by Ford. Nice draw and pass. Another great carry there. And the ball seems to go. Looks like there's been a bit of popcorn on the ball at the moment.
Unfortunate there for Old Boys. Just putting the foot on the line there. Wheatley is under the post, but they'll bring it back for the line out. And that might bring us to the half. Maybe one more play here.
I think Old Boys were looking to disrupt this line out, I think. But you've got to watch that little 5-metre throw that they've gone to a couple of times.
Big shout out to Andy Jakes, actually, watching here at home. One of the boys has sent a message through saying, well done on the commentating so far, boys. Keep up the good work. So Andy Jakes, one of the local legends around here, a great golfer. He actually plays off a scratch golf handicap. So good. Thanks for joining us in here today, Andy. Good to have you, mate. Old Boys get it off. Quick line out here.
That's quite funny, Willie, because I think he might just be being nice to you. I've actually had another message asking if there's any other commentary.
Fair enough. Boys are chatting some shit. And Grammatic here.
Look at that, getting ready, set themselves up, draw the defence in, in and around this ruck, and hopefully look to exploit Old Boys wide out here. Where's Milne?
Might be the last play of the half here. Grammatic looking to do something with the ball.
Really
there
nice
he is.
Look at that. Was that the right option? Who knows? Oh, Wheatley.
Caleb Wheatley off the left foot
Kick
there.
into a bit of space, but where's the D-line here? This could be an opportunity for Grammatic.
Kevin McLaughlin, the fullback.
Unlucky from McLaughlin. He did really well.
A few speculating passes going on out here, Lee. Look to hold the ball here, both sides.
Nice tick by Grammatic, and that will be the half, Willie. You know,
as we head into the half, then Plymouth Old Boys half points 15, Grammatic 6.
Yeah, we'll go to a short break, Willie, and we'll be back in about 7.5 minutes' time.
You got any messages, bro?
One of the boys like, thanks for the shout out. It's Muzzer for his plumbing business. And another guy, a couple of guys saying good chat. Who's the other commentator? Man, you're a fucking natural at this age. Jaden was right.
Always in the right here, eh?
Yeah. They're holding the ball really well. It just seems to be fucking holding on balls from both sides. It's a bit of fun, eh, mate? We've just been fucking lying through our teeth up here, eh? I'm glad you came in as well. I had to give you a shout out.
So if they win this, they'll either go to Christchurch or Auckland, next 2 weekends.
So, yeah. Up and going. Hey, Ricky, how you going? How you going, Christopher? Feeling okay? How's your brother going? overseas? Yeah. Don't know. I'll give him a shout out this next one. What? Okay. That's a good one. Got another shout out. Boys are quite happy with us, eh? Mate, some of the shit that you've come up with has been absolutely brilliant. Just dog groomers, nephew of TK Samuels from Shrewsbury.
I just need to have a listen back to my race.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Like, I found the last couple of times I did did one game years ago, and all I kept saying was Peter. I was doing it with Peter Darney. And then the last time that I game, I kept saying So you either find that you do something.
I keep going, absolutely. You say something, absolutely.
I've seen that a few times.
You notice Bevan's got a catchphrase he does before games. He's going to be like, Otago, let's have some fun. And then closes it out with cheese.
He's not doing today's game, is he?
Yeah, he's doing one game today. Can't do the final either with his hand.
Are we still live? And welcome back to Yarrow Stadium. Second half about to get underway. Look, my commentator friend Willie Arnold has actually got a bit thirsty and he's taken himself out to get a can of Taranaki's finest beer from Shining Peak, one of the main sponsors here for the Taranaki Bulls. And look, what should be an exciting second half. Grammatica are really going to have to come out firing here. Ball in hand, looking after it and making some tackles and some changes against that old boys team, who's looking really good with ball in hand as well. We're going to have Grammatic's Valahi here set us off, and what a wonderful player he's been so far. He's got a fair bit of pace in his toes as well. Multi-skilled man with the ball in hand. Nice kick off there, deep to Milham. And he's kicked it this time. Normally he's gone straight up the guts the last few plays, and a good exit here from New Plymouth Old Boys to start the second half. Welcome back, Willie.
Cheers, mate. And good to be back here for the second half. Don't mind me, boys, here as I just get one of these Taranaki Ambers underway here.
Yeah, beauty, mate, and thank you very much as well. Look, if we start hearing a little bit of gibberish, please touch base with us. And a quick shout out to the Samuel Thompsons, the Cam Rowlands, and Ethan Bolsads of this world, some of Old Boys' best supporters up in Auckland as well.
Grammatic look a bit fizzed up here the second half, coming up with a bit of meaning, bit of purpose here as they swing the ball.
Great use of the blind side here. Look at that. That guy reminds me of Tony Woodcock.
Matthew Paki. He's impressed me the first half, actually.
It could be another good operations here for this Barbarians outfit.
Bit of handbags here on the sideline here, Liam. Jordan Roylance.
That's what we want to see at home.
Grammatic.
Oh, nice ball.
Hot on attack here.
It's a little bit of a late hit there by Luff. Hopefully the young man's okay. He might be a little bit winded.
Looks a bit worse for wear, but Grammatic still ball in hand. And
Tell you what,
there's not much given this Old Boys defence here. As a quick turnover, and it looks like Walden is shooting down the sideline.
Actually, I'll tell you, Willie, that's McLaughlin.
Is it?
You need your glasses.
Jeez, I should have gone to Specsavers, eh?
The head doesn't lie, does it?
No,
here we go.
not.
Ray out to Taylor.
And here's Walden. Second time lucky. Bit of a goosey drawing pass.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Bit short on numbers here, Old Boys. Looking to recycle the ball.
This is some space out wide. If we could get the ball out to Wheatley. Bit of upright carry there by Tuck.
Short ball, Jaden Ford, ball in hand. Short ball.
Oh, the Bang brothers. Taylor. Oh, look at that.
That's champagne football from the half points. And it'll be the prop, Brody Lilly, running around under the post.
I tell you what, he's had a great game as well, heavily involved. He's had the ball in his hands a lot.
I tell you what, that was that connection again, once again, Liam. forward and weight there in the midfield, just a little offload.
It's great to see CEO Mike Sandel here for the Taranaki Rugby Union in with the crowd, with all the supporters, shaking hands and saying g'day, mate.
Good to see a guy like that mixing, mingling, shaking hands, signing babies here in the stands.
I think we might have the introduction of Jackson Carrington, the man with the smallest arms but the biggest forearms. He's going to cause a bit of a mess out there. Quite known to throw a couple of knuckles every now and then, but what's actually really good about him is they don't see it because he does inside the rucks there, Willie.
Yeah, absolutely, and not a lot to him. 5'8", and that's actually 2 different measurements there, Liam.
Yeah.
5 foot 8 inches.
And then we've got Joshy Hamilton in the sidelines, part of the New Zealand Heartland team as well, originally from Horowhenua Kapiti. And what will be some more experience coming off the back line too. And this is that 40-year-old I was talking about, still in the game, giving back.
Giving back. You love to see it. You love to see it. And you need guys like that in our game, It's a bit of a, like you said earlier, a thankless game sometimes. And, it's good to see guys like that giving back to the sport for the younger guys.
Look at Daniel Waite's boots down there. Completely blue. Considering he's an old boys man, blue being two coppers colours, it's a little bit disappointing for myself.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of those. There's Mace Millam looks to bring it off the back fence, and he's got through there. A strong ball carrier, Mace Millam, and look at him pump those legs. Is that Artie Severe, Liam?
God, that man's a brilliant footy player, isn't he? Here we go. Old boys with another good attacking opportunity and some nice D there.
Yep.
By the centre for Grammatic.
Plenty of nice D floating around out there. Not from Jaden Ford. As old boys hot on attack here, Josh Ray. Looking to the inside, no one there.
And what used to be the nickname is the Piano Man. Quite a talented spinner on the pokey machines himself.
Yep, absolutely. He's a talented pokey player.
Oh, short ball there for Royland. Tell you what, there's some physicalness out here for guys who are all under 85 kilos.
These little fellas throwing all 85 kilos of that frame around.
I wonder if there's going to be that, but you said a testing pool for some of these athletes.
Yeah.
Some of them look like they could be on something.
I want to get a test on the old boy's halfback. He's got a great set of legs on him. Looks like he might be, on something. Those calf muscles, mate, they look too good to be true.
There's a few athletes like that out there. Milne, quads sort of like Duplessis Carriffy, the Wellington captain.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Warwick Lemert, number 16, coming down the stadium. Coming into here. He's getting a round of applause. He's just been refereeing, actually, so wonderful to see a guy come from there and come and play.
Straight from the stands onto the sideline.
And what's in his juice?
You wouldn't want to know. Grammatic won the line out here. Chandula off the back fence.
Ooh, Tuck nearly went to the third dimension.
As they look to swing it wide here and relieve some pressure. Vailahi. He looks like he's got a bit of an educated boot there, but he hasn't found the ground.
And a great D-line here by Grammatic. Jade Taylor with not a lot of options, but he's done well.
Jade Taylor been one of the better players for mine today, Liam. Every time he's touched the ball, he's had some quality touches.
I love seeing the offload ability here from these guys. Unfortunately, knock on there by Tuck. We've seen quite a few spillages of the ball.
Yeah, if we have.
Another opportunity here for Grammatic. They'll be happy with that. Set the D-line after their kick chase, and they've got a turnover on the old boys halfway.
Just got a quick shout out here, actually. We talked about him earlier, but Joby Hintz, just a little plug for his business. Hintz Troughs, supplying troughs all around Taranaki for farmers for the last 5 years. You need a trough, he's the man to see.
Yeah, he drinks from one himself and bathes in them too. So look at that, Warwick Lemert literally has come down the stands and within about 10 seconds, he's on the field. He's gone into hooker, replaced Matthew Tuck. I think it might be a bit of a harsh call there by the old boys' coaches, taking him off after a knock-on. That's his first one today.
Yeah, but as you said, what a player to bring on, a wealth of experience.
Taranaki representative, in the sevens format in the 15s, and then New Zealand and England as well.
And quite interesting there, isn't it? Not a lot of players, that I could think of that represented 2 different countries in the same sport. Obviously, applied his trade in England for a few years, and New Zealand first, for the New Zealand Sevens team, and then took his way over to England and played a few tournaments for them. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? A very talented Sevens player.
Yeah, very, very
and
talented.
tough as nails. Tough as they come, Warwick.
Good friends with Dane Coles as well, and part of the Crawl Bros.
Vailahi swinging the ball wide here, and Grammatic looking to make something of the ball.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
What a pill. Milne. God, that guy's good as well. Wouldn't mind seeing him in this Barbarian outfit.
As a short ball, Chandelao, but he's met with some ferocious D. It's that man again, Sean Wade. Jeez, he can put a hit on.
Mate, seeing him and, Daniel playing, what would have Jared done out there?
Yeah.
Dairy farmer now by trade.
Jared, and I don't mean this lightly, definitely the better of the three. And, it's sad to see, but it's good to see the boys still out there playing. And, obviously Jared, he is on the sideline there doing the ball. We're good to see him giving back to the game. As Grammar Tech looking to work a few phases here. They'll be looking to do something with the ball here. They've looked promising all day, but just little breakdowns and a few handling errors have let them down here. But they look to recycle the ball here and make something of this good territory.
What's a fascinating stat for me is, 62% of the possession has here been for Grammar Tech. Old Boys with only 38%, but they're up ahead 22-6 with 45 minutes into the game.
And it's Grammar Tech.
Eamon
Tolhurst there, the French Foreign Legion man. He charges it up.
Things are starting to get built up down in the ground here. We've probably got a close to capacity crowd of about 7,500, Willie.
Yep, she's really full here. Not a few. There's, you can count the seats, the empty seats on one hand here. As Grammar Tech get a penalty, but they've opted to go quick.
Strawny with the tap there at half. Great into the game there, Warwick Lemert. Shani Wait in a counter ruck too. What can't this man do?
Number 17 there, Tipuna Warbrick.
Here we go. Warwick Lemert goes into what he's known for. Turnover, not good enough. Ooh.
As Isaac
Met by from solid defence. That's
Jaden Ford.
God, what a man. What a talent.
God, he's got some horsepower. He's got a bit of a hunchback, and I'm not sure whether, that works into his, it's a good thing for him because he's got a bit of power in there. It sort of helps in that contact.
Yeah. Here, another penalty advantage for Grammar Tech. What are they going to do? Looking hard to beat
Fumaona with a little chip. Obviously under the advantage, so they'll come back here for the penalty, and they are right in front of the sticks. Interesting to see what they do here, Liam. Obviously 22-6, not a very wide margin, but there's this, they've found it hard to be down this end of the field, so, are they looking to camp out down here?
Yeah, give a quick shout out to the New Plymouth Old Boys coach, Matthew Harold, and player. He's done a lot of work organising this team. He's taken himself over to Europe for a hair transplant. Which is probably something that we could do with as well, Willie.
Well, we'll have to look into that, Liam. We could potentially join him on that. It'd be something I'd be interested in. But
I think we could go to Turkey, actually. We could make a nice trip together. And we've also got Tyler Main Donald down here as well, one of Rabobank's finest men, and it's a warm welcome to him.
Yep, absolutely. Stalwart of our game.
And we have
former Old Boys manager, actually. So good to see him here in the stands, giving us support.
And we have chairman of the Taranaki Rugby Union, Daniel Radcliffe, sitting alongside his father, Spencer, there as well. Another warm welcome to a couple of the alumni for Taranaki Rugby.
As Strachan puts a little grubber through here. Oh. Fuimono picks it up here. A little bobble from Jay Taylor gives Grammar Tech the ball back.
Did they go the right way?
Ben Megson. He looks strong. As they look to build a few phases here, Grammar Tech.
Try to suck in the Old Boys defensive line. Another penalty. Any more of these and they might be looking to a yellow card here from Rowan Gladding.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from the referee today, Liam. He's letting the game play, letting the boys play. Watching that All Black game this morning, I tell you what, if that's a sign of anything to come for
Here we go. Where's Milne?
Oh,
where's Milne?
Milne, there he is.
Milne
to the corner.
Oh. Do we need the... Yeah, there we go. Try time. Great try there by Grammar Tech. I thought they might have been going upstairs.
Yeah, Milne. He's been deadly though, hasn't he? And he's finished that off. He looked a bit like Dallin Watani-Zalesniak down there with that finishing skill, didn't he? But back to what I was saying, watching the game this morning, if it's anything to come, the World Cup, it looks like they're going to be pulling up everything. So it's been good today to see a referee letting the boys, play the game and, let them get on with it.
Yeah. Freedom and expansion. That's what we want to see in today's game. Scoring tries, not kicking goals. Boring like English footy.
Yeah, that was hard to watch this morning. And I tell you what, if it was your first time watching rugby, it's not a very good product, but this game's a bit better to watch, and that would be exactly what Grammar Tech were looking for straight after the half. Yeah. Dotting down in the corner here.
And a quick shout out to Josh Ray Tiling as well. Delivering the straightest tiles, within the Taranaki region, and great product from Kakaramia as well there, Willie.
Yep. As Tom Strachan from the sideline here. I think it's Strachan. Sorry for the Grammar Tech guys at home. I'm trying my best here, but kick from the sideline here.
Strawny's the nickname, mate. Might be the easiest one to go with.
Strawny will go with it, and I tell you what, he's given that a good thump.
And they're looking at it. Oh, out to the right, and a great catch there by Taranaki's Caleb Mawson. You know, delivering and exporting and importing sometimes some of the freshest fish within the region.
Yeah, there's a few guys in this old boys setup here that you'd like to befriend, guys like that. You know, plenty of fresh fish. Another guy we mentioned earlier, Jason Simpson from Jason Simpson Building on the sideline there, one of the better builders going around Taranaki. He's a good man to have in your camp. And just while we touch on Jason Simpson, I've got to say, he'd be the most eligible bachelor in Taranaki. So if there's any ladies out there, you know, looking for a tradie, you know, a nice loyal guy, he's the man for you. But old boys hot in attack there. Roy Lunt's winning the kickoff, so
Great
they're back
kick
with
there.
ball in hand.
Great kick by Josh Ray. Obviously identified the space, and here he goes. Oh, was that a little bit of... No, the rest of it play, which was probably fair enough. I think everyone didn't know what was going on at that point in time. Here we go. Old Boys has a real opportunity here. Shit, that's the first time I've seen Warwick pass the ball in a few weeks.
And here we go. Brody Lee down the side. This is that man, Mace Millam. A strong ball runner.
Just looks like he glides. Oh, look at that. Skills. Warwick Lemert stays on his feet. Wow, look, there's some really great fight in the tackle here from these half pints.
As old boys looking to settle into their work here. Only 10 metres out.
Ray. Outside ball. Taylor. And the cut. Luffy managed to hold on really well there.
Good hands from Luff.
Reimer. Wait. Shani Wait in the mixer again.
Offload.
Another offload.
Ooh, just
unable
to free the arms there and put Roy Luntz away, but it's a penalty there for the half points.
Oh,
and a quick tap. Oh,
I would have said slow that down, young man. You're ahead on the points.
I think that might have been for the best, that one, Liam. They looked to put 3 on the board here, wouldn't they? And just widen that.
11 to 14, that's 2 converted tries. You're absolutely right, but he's done it again. Oh, no!
And there's that man, Milne. I tell you what, they won't catch him, will they?
I don't know. Taylor's going pretty good.
Look at him go. Look at him go. What a try. Grammar Tech. They'll go 100 metres there.
He's a gazelle. Look, you go from a penalty right out in front of the sticks. 3 points to put him up. Unfortunate. That's what happens in the game of footy. And, you know, this is going to make this game exciting. You know, it's really nice for Reimer to be able to do that to set us up for a hell of a good finish. So we're really going to test these boys out now, what they're made about.
Yeah, that was a howler, really, wasn't it? But as you say, that man again, Milne, he's impressed me today. He looks like an athlete, and God, he can motor, doesn't he? He reminds me, actually, you know, we've had a few good wingers here in Taranaki, but shooting down that sideline here, it reminded me of a young Shane Austin.
I was thinking the exact same thing, mate, you know. Probably a bit more like the Udon Noodle, like Megson at 12 as well, but, you know, when he gets into open pastures, shut the gate, see you later, game over. Corporates are starting to build down here under the marquee and co-marquees. I think they'll be protected from all sorts of weather under those things today.
Yeah, we touched on them earlier, but they look bloody strong, don't they? They don't look like they're going anywhere. They could look like they could be, you know, permanent fixtures, Liam.
Yes. Add another 2 points to the score. It's going to take us within 4 with about 27 minutes to go, and what's going to be a fantastic finish to this game. Strachan, will he add the extra 2? And a great nudge from him. He's been good off the tee all day, and he's actually had a very good game, I believe, at halfback.
So, as we see, straight after half-time, 2 quick tries by Grammar Tech. Brings them right back into the game there. Old boys were trucking along just fine, but, geez, they've brought the margin back here.
Yeah, Milne dotting down for the double.
Be interesting to see when old boys start implementing some changes, you know. Looks like a few tired legs out there.
Oh. And that's the mistake you don't need as well for old boys. Look, there's a couple of errors there, and they could be costly for this team.
It's a game of inches, isn't it, there? And as you know, Liam, game of inches. But,
obviously with me, Willie.
Yeah, but unlucky there from old boys, and gives Grammar Tech another chance here. Scrum right on halfway. I tell you what, old boys might have gone to sleep at halftime there, Liam. They've not come out playing that great of brand of footy after halftime.
A couple of costly errors for them. And I think Grammar Tech's actually rolled out all their bench too, so I'm not too sure how many more subs these guys are going to have to make. But, you know, Old Boys has got some numbers on the sideline here, so I think we'll see some changes soon with Jackson Carringtons and Josh Tunnicliffs warming up.
Good opportunity here, Grammar Tech.
Good
Look
platform.
to go the blind.
Out the back.
By Lahi.
Oh, that's a nice little boot to ball.
And Jade Taylor there to cover. Picks the ball up.
I think these guys feel like they're in the game again.
Josh Ray.
Nice footwork there by Ray.
He's been good today, Ray. He looks steady out there. A bit of a Richie Mwanga about him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. They're a bit lucky there to get that penalty advantage. Maybe they knew, but I certainly didn't.
Yeah. Whoa. Jaden Ford, look at him.
Oh,
Throwing all 85 kilos of that around, and I think that might be the first time I've seen him throw a punch in my life, Liam.
yeah, normally you see him running and crying. So
He's usually running the other way, isn't he?
Maybe it's because he's playing in the under-85s grade, He's got a little bit more courage about him.
Yep.
Yes, I probably wouldn't be punching a 120-kilo man either.
Absolutely.
Be a death wish.
As Mace Miller with a penalty here, looking to clear the touch.
Oh.
And that's a howler, mate. That's gone infield. Vailahi will take this. Grammatic looking to counter here.
And they're going to Milne. Milne again. Oh, is this a 50-22 from Milne? Oh, no. What has this guy done, eh?
What can't he do, Milne?
3 big plays from this young man. 2 tries, a 50-22, and his Grammatic's ball attacking the old boys line 15 metres out with 20 to go on the clock.
All while looking like he does too. He looks good out there. Jeez, he's got a good set of legs on him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Taranaki Rugby or the Bay of Plenty Steamers might be looking at signing this young man.
As Grammatic now with a great chance here inside the Plymouth Old Boys 22 line out.
Ooh.
As they swing the ball wide here and
Shani, wait.
that
Was
That
Jaden
was
Ford,
Jaden
actually.
Ford,
Gave
yeah.
it to the cousin, the
one
other
of
cousin.
one of the Bang Bros. Those boys will have sore shoulders tonight.
Oh!
And that was the other one. That was him again, was
Oh,
it?
no. I think he slipped down, so, it will be interesting to see how it's worded there by the referee. It's just one of those things about rugby at the moment. The rules are the rules, but in these situations where, it comes down to a bit of unluckiness, hopefully that nothing happens.
And that was 21 Mitchell Freestone Leong.
I think
Feeling all 85 kilos there of Jaden Ford. And I tell you what, he's come out with a bit of fire in his belly, and he looks like Jerry Bloody Collins out there.
Yeah, he's put some big shots on today between him and Shani Wait. Oh, they're calling for a scrum. Oh,
Interesting.
That might have been the penalty towards Grammatic there just because of what happened. Unfortunate. I think this is the time where guys like Warwick Lemert will really need to step up and show a bit of leadership out in this field. Now, 20 minutes to go. They're in the trenches. They're still up by 4 points, so it's still them ahead in the game, but they can't really let Grammatic come back here.
I'd like to see a guy like Josh Hamilton take the field now, Liam. He's got a very good hit on him. Good rugby brain and just lead this team around, Plenty of experience, and that's just what old boys are needing here. Just, 15-minute period here of the few errors, which has cost them.
8, 9. No, they're going to the blind.
And Vailahi with a dummy.
Oh, he looks good there, man. Great tackle there by Reimer. Good covering D. Pressure on the old boys' defensive line here in their red zone.
As Grammatic look to pick and go here, the good old pick and go. The Taranaki special.
Yeah, trying to suck in a few defenders, bring them around the ruck, and look to exploit that midfield. But there's not a lot of backs hanging out this way for Grammatic. Might be involved in the rucks.
The boys are looking just to put their heads down and build a few phases here.
Tell you what, starting to get a little bit nippy out here, Willie. Wish I brought a blanket for the legs.
A few clouds rolling over, but it's still good running rugby. And Grammatic.
Good ball
Swing
here.
it wide.
Vailahi, the goosey. Oh, here we are. Look at that. Grammatic's going ahead.
Left winger, right winger, Aaron Payne dots down on the sideline there.
Nice high five there from Megson as well. Went for the double. Look at this. They have come out with a fire in the belly. Couple of poor errors from old boys that have led them down to this area. Grammatic's capitalised and what should be a hell of a good finish. And old boys are really going to have to just let off the handbrake and really get down that end. As you can see in the huddle there, Warwick Lemert's given them a hell of a good rack up, showing that leadership that we expect of them.
Looks like old boy's about to make a few changes here, that man again, Jackson Carrington.
Here we go. Hopefully he keeps his hands to himself in this game. And Ritson as well, well known for getting a yellow card all the time. So hopefully we have a little bit of a change around in his behaviour.
And Grammatic have just come right back into this game here. 3 quick tries after half time. And that is not what the Plymouth Old Boys were looking for.
So at the moment, 23-22. No score on the scoreboard, but that's what we're looking at and stretching here to make another conversion. And that's time for Reimer at halfback. Tuck out there as well, and Mr. Joby Hintz too. They're walking past him, talking to him. I don't know if that's a little bit of sportsmanship or not. And he's gone clutch too. Good on you, mate.
He's nailed it, put it through the post there, and just a little side comment on Joby Hintz there. Interesting enough, didn't make the Taranaki Ross Brown team in year 8, but his sister did when she was year 8. So a bit of bragging rights there for the younger sister.
Some of these guys have been playing some good footy. Since they're young. Good old Megson at 12 there scored 52 tries in the 2009 Ponsonby under 5s. Talented man at the moment, and his father used to play for Auckland too. So it must be in the blood.
As we're back underway here.
Good start off there by Ray.
Chandalau, he's been strong today. Good ball carry. He's always got his hand up.
Yeah.
As Strachan looks to go in the pocket here. As a bit of a boxy.
And that's a nice kick too. That's going to be fully contestable, and it's hitting open space. Oh!
Vailahi.
Good tackle there by Hamilton to his feet. Old boys are going to have to get back into their D-line here and get set up. Grammatech really starting to take over this game. Lemert over the ball. Oh, but unlucky.
Unlucky there. Grammatech remain with the ball.
Stretch and organising his crew really well. Had a strong game today. Nice D there by Milham. Look at that. That's clever. That's clever.
Ooh.
Great work by Brodie. But a nice chase there as well by Payne.
Quick shout out to Lachlan Boshia, watching internationally here from Japan. A great old boys man himself, plying his trade in Japan now. He's watching from the live stream. So how are you, Lockie? How you going, mate? And it's good to have you here.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it actually was a shoemaker prior to playing a bit of professional footy. And the funny thing about it, Willie, was he only made brown shoes.
Yep.
Brown leather shoes. Heck of a talent. Son of Tony Boshia.
Yep, Tony Boshia, a local legend around here. One of the best cricket umpires in the Southern Hemisphere. So,
yeah. And
a talented family, Liam. Yeah. Come from good stock.
And a shout out to his uncle Phantom as well.
Yep. Phantom will be here somewhere as old boys look to clear through the boot of Hamilton. That's not found touch here. So a great opportunity for Grammatech to open it up
Carrington.
Here.
Oh, there we go. It's a little bit of a slippery surface. Quite a few considering the weather. Probably didn't wear the 21 sprigs.
Boys have got their sand shoes on there by the looks of it.
Here we go. Ooh. Oh, sorry.
Grammatech, hot on attack here. It's the prop. Matthew Parkey. He's put his hand up a lot today. He's a keen ball runner as they spin it wide through Vailahi.
Good. Surely that's got to be obstruction. Yeah, if old boys are smart, they could take a quick tap and really put them down. And that's what we expect to see from Shani Waite. Put a long down there. Ford.
Jaden Ford, geez, he looks like he's got cement in his shoes. He's running on a treadmill, that kid, isn't he?
Fuck it, that was slow, wasn't it?
Jeez. Get it out of first, boy.
Yeah. I think we'll keep him without ball in hand, but defensively, he's been a menace.
He's been sound in defence.
Nice line there by Roy Lance. Hamilton. Oh, good offload. TK Wheatley. This is some nice play. Josh Ray's gone into halfback. He was originally playing 10. He's been playing a lot of halfback this year too. Good
counter-attack by Grammatech, but unfortunately they've not managed to steal it. Sean Waite. He's been good today, Liam. Sean Waite.
Well done there by Sean. You see his foot just pop out the back and secure the ball. So there's last man's feet. Millam, here we go.
Mace Millam. He just coughs it up there. It was unfortunate.
A
few players here down on the ground.
Millam's got the ball in hand. What's he going to do? He's got the outside channel. He's put out in the full. Could have been. Look, we've got two Grammatech boys down here. One looks like a hamstring, and he's calling for the sub already, so that's not good. Hopefully he's okay. And we've got Tony Woodcock down there, but I'd say he's just having a rest.
Yeah. There's a few hands on hips here.
Look.
Boys sucking in the big ones, mate. That fast player game is starting to take its toll here.
With 13 minutes to go, you can see the Grammatech boys starting to slow it down, which is, clever play by them. Here we are. 11 and a half minutes to go. 25-22 to Auckland's Grammatech. And they have had a fantastic second half. Also, for those viewing, you can see the rebuild to the stadium over the far side. Still just getting concrete at the ground at the moment. Here we go.
Sean Waite with the dummy. He's been taken high there. Old boy's a good opportunity here. Roy Lance.
Here we go. If they move it wide here, they're really onto something. But they might go for the pick and go, which, they're scoring tries out wide, Willie.
Yeah, with guys like Jay Taylor and TK Wheatley out here.
Some nice.
Looking to get.
Good D. Unfortunately for Ritson there, he was thrown up in the air like a balloon.
Yeah. And Wailahi looking to clear here, relieve a bit of pressure. And he hasn't found touch, so it's that under advantage. So they'll come back. But, Jesus. Great hit there.
Tell you what, mate, standing on my feet up here, this is a hell of an exciting game and fantastic football from both sides. That never say die attitude from the Auckland Grammar Tech boys. They're really putting in a hell of a good shift in the second half.
Well, we've got a bit of a break here. We'll shoot down to sideline commentator Marty Sneen. Marty, you there, mate? How are things looking down there?
Yeah, Wally, thanks for having me, mate. Yeah, things are looking good down here. Both teams really starting to play some good enterprising football here. So it'll be interesting to see if Old Boys can camp out down here. But yeah, geez, bloody good, mate.
Yeah, good on you, Marty.
Good to have Marty here, and obviously guys like that. Sideline comments, it's good to have for us, Lee.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't touch base with him earlier. But, he's just arrived, been at the Nag Noggin, one of the other pillars of the community up here in West Down.
Yep, as Grammar Tech with the ball here. And it's that man again, Vailahi.
And a nice exit kick here, 25 metres out, in fact. Attacking line out here for New Plymouth Old Boys with a real opportunity to claw themselves back in the game. One try will take them ahead.
10 minutes to go here at Yarrow Stadium. Grammar Tech 25, New Plymouth Old Boys half points 22. So she's knockout football here. So you lose and you're gone here today. So both teams a lot to play for.
And Auckland Grammar Tech slowing it down once again. Clever stuff, but the refs actually called time off. So I think what they're really doing is, slowing it down so they can get a little bit of a rest for their team, which is a smart play when you hit on the scoreboard in a knockout match.
Smart tactics by Grammar Tech, and I tell you what, as you said earlier, there's a few sore-looking boys out there, but they've emptied their bench quite early, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Still got, obviously looking down the sideline, we've got reserve hooker number 16 there, Lyndon Crooklid, to come on.
Yeah, and that's a hell of a haircut that he's got there, Willie.
Yeah.
Short back and sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are ready to go. Really, the slow pace of the game. I'm quite impressed with this Grammar Tech team and their actual experience around this knockout stage, I reckon, by the looks of it.
Just to touch on what you said about Crooklids there, Liam, it's good to see. I see just down here in front of us, Taranaki open side flanker, Michael Loft out there. That's a lid, isn't it? Resembling Megarang noodles, that haircut, isn't it?
Yeah, Sideshow Bob, some would say. Oh, and we've just had someone taken out of the ground there, Thomas O'Neill, by the looks. Thank God he's out of here.
Oh, yeah, he's kicking and screaming, but he's been given his marching orders. But back to the game. Old Boys hot on attack here, and it's Jay Taylor down the sideline.
Hold it. Good turnover here by Grammar Tech, and is that Payne?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fullback. He's the man taking all the cheers from his team.
It's that man, Kevin McLaughlin.
Good on you, McLaughlin. We can hear the sideline here for Grammar Tech, really getting stuck in behind and supporting the boys. And it's fantastic to see. Oh, couldn't get much distance out of it.
Interesting enough here, the fullback, Kevin McLaughlin, son of Scott McLaughlin. Supercar driver Scott McLaughlin. So that's his young fella out there playing. So that's, a multi-talented family.
I wonder if Dad will be here in the crowd today. Probably away with the NASCARs now, I believe.
He's over there in the States plying his trade over there. But good to see his young fella out here in the thick of it.
This Grammar Tech, nice ball there by Strawny. Oh, good D, Shani. Wait. Actually, once again, that was Jaden Ford.
Yeah, you got them mixed up today, but I tell you what.
It's these hits, mate.
Been two of the better players on ground today, actually, from mine, Ford and Waite.
And then for the Grammar Tech boys, Milne and Strachan, I believe, as well.
I like the look of Vailahi. He's been a good player today. He's just an educated football player. Pass and kick, find the open space.
Not making a lot of mistakes,
As flying up out of the line there is Warwick Lemert, and he's lifted the legs here. We have to be careful.
They let him go nicely.
Obviously, he's going to know the rule book inside out.
8 minutes to go here for the quarterfinal of the New Zealand Rugby Union under-85s, and Milne's got ball in hand with space. And they haven't called that a forward pass. Is he going by himself? And an offload. Good work there from Wheatley coming back. And a knock on. That's the sort of stuff that will save you, but
no advantage there from the ref. He's not called a lock on. So we'll play on here. Old Boys deep in their own half.
Okay.
We're looking to exit here through the boot. And, he's found the touch line, but, geez, I tell you what.
He's given the ball to New Plymouth Old Boys as well, so there might be a slight touch. Went to change hands, but he's given it back to them again.
This Grammar Tech team have been very impressive the second half, Liam. It's a bit of a game of two halves, isn't it? It was all Old Boys the first half, and Grammar Tech have been flying back into the game the second half and really making a good fist of it.
I think there were a couple of opportunities here where they've made a few mistakes, down in their attacking zone. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Oh.
We're going to go upstairs here.
Oh.
No. I tell you what, Lee, Old Boys will be ruining that quick tap earlier. That led to a 100-metre try. Oh.
What's going on?
The boys are playing sevens football out here. Mace Millam.
God, he's just throwing them off left, right and centre. Good clearing of the ruck there. Oh, no.
As the half points, it's that man.
Roy Lance.
Roy Lance with the red headgear on.
Really got to get up
Powered
and
by
keep going.
Powerade.
Millam looks to be stretching his calves there. He might be dealing with a little bit of cramp forward. Good carry once again. Looking to extend the arms and get the offload out. Great play by Josh Ray.
And here we go.
Hamilton. New Zealand Heartland. Good work there.
Space wide if they can get
the ball. Move the ball.
They've got 5 halfbacks on the field, but they can't seem to clear the ball. There's one of them.
Lemert is still looking after it. Fighting the tackle here. Old Boys just need to keep their head. Keep the cool with ball in hand.
Ritson. The hot head.
Here we go. Look, they're right on their offside line, Grammatech. But I guess when you're up at the stage, you can probably do that in this part of the field.
This is when you need players like Jason Simpson on the field. Obviously, you can kick them from 65. They wouldn't want to give away a penalty if he was on the field, Grammatech.
Oh, he's given a whiz on the one-on-one. It's probably the wrong way to go here. Uh-oh. Carrington. World's fastest prop. Good work there. Ball release. Good stuff, Carrington. We need the boys to get back here. There's been some tired fellas out there a moment. We've got 5 minutes to go. Here we go.
Numbers wide here, but he's chosen to go. If they can get the ball wide here, Lee, there's a chance.
There's been a couple of times that they've tucked it under the arms. That could have been better with a little bit of side. Oh, wow.
Me, oh my. Sean Waite looking to come out of his own line. He's dropped it. And a good opportunity here. And that'll be a try. We'll dot down under the post there. Old Boys playing a risky brand of football in their own try line, and it's come back to bite them there. And Grammatech are running away with this one, Liam.
Here we are. We're going to see the impact of the man, Joseph Avery. You know, looks a bit like a baby giraffe on skates out there.
Yep, and Jason Simpson too, getting his boarding pass coming out here. He looks like he's got a good set of legs on him, actually.
He's attractive, isn't he, that man?
He's a good-looking kid. He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, great scoop up of the water bottle as well. Yep.
Good golfer, actually. He's also plays off a scratch handicap. And good to have him out here. But, yeah, like you say,
Grammatech.
Old Boys will be kicking themselves the second half. You look back to certain points in the game, like the quick tap down there, right in front of the post, running 100 metres, things like that, Liam, that tend to swing the game, mate. Yeah,
and I think that's what we've seen here, Willie, is, you know, huge momentum swing up, probably after that play right there. You know, they got the tails up of the Grammatech boys, and, you know, full credit to them as well. They've shown some heck of a good fight out here and some hell of an attitude to come back from where they were prior to the half.
So Strachan gets the extras right in front, and that takes us out to Grammatech 32, New Plymouth Old Boys half points 22 with 4 minutes to play here.
Now, they need to get going, get moving, try win the ball back on this kickoff because they're going to have to score a converted try and then score again. So,
to two.
No time for mucking around here.
Two-scoring game here. As they get it underway. Just not a great kick. It's taken out in the air, yeah.
That's another mistake that they've made as well. But unfortunate, though, because it looked like he was almost on the ground. There's only millimetres in it, I think.
Old Boys here. We ruin their mistakes and running out of time here. As we look forward to the Taranaki Whio, the next game here today. They are getting their first win of the season last week, Liam. It's good to see them, you know, getting a win.
Absolutely, and you know, women's rugby's going from strength to strength, isn't it? Good to see more numbers in the game, and you know, just on the back of that World Cup from our Black Ferns, you know, God, they played some fantastic footy, and it was exciting, wasn't it?
That touchdown looks like me, Liam.
And probably me in about 2 months, Willie. I think I'm on my last haircut. Look at this, slowing the ball down again. The ball boys actually taking themselves off the sideline over this way.
Jared Waite's had enough. He's packed up. He's gone home.
You know, there's a couple of heads hanging low down here on this Old Boys bench, and what would have, could have, should have, would have been.
Yep. As Grammatech looking like they might have locked themselves in a semi-final berth here with 2 minutes to play.
That's maybe what Old Boys needed to have any sniff at anything, but they're going to have to score, you'd think, within the next minute.
As it's that man, Lilly. Offload.
Here
Sean Waite.
What can't this kid do?
There he is again, forward.
Concrete feet. Here we go, forward. That's the carry, fella.
As they look to get quick ball, Grammatic looking to slow it down here.
Here we go.
Swinging it wide.
Opportunities. Millam. Oh. And it's
a
gone to
howler.
Milne
He
too.
could go the whole way, that kid.
He's the man in the right place at the right time. Sort of Bodie Barrett-like in that way.
He had the right idea, looking to get the ball in Jason Simpson's hands.
No one home for Old Boys.
Oh, Brody Lilly, take that. Even in the 79th minute. He's
Tell
still
you what.
putting in shots like that. You love to see it.
Another good kick there by... Oh,
And
Stretchen.
here's an opportunity. Here's this New Zealand under-20s fullback, Jason Simpson.
Not
touching
touching
the
the
ball.
Jaden Ford.
Jaden Ford, old greedy guts, won't pass the ball.
Got to move it here. Lemert to Wheatley. Here we go. The counter-attack opportunity should have gone one more, I think. And there might be a turnover here for Grammatic. No, luckily, Lemert. Oh,
Oh, Carrington.
you can hear the Grammatic boys on the sideline. They're getting right in behind their team here. A wonderful supportive culture that we can see.
Yeah, and a strong club. A good New Zealand club, Grammatic. Obviously very famous. Very lot of All Blacks coming out of there. So, it's good to see the under-85s team really sticking it to the Old Boys today.
Actually, originally, before they amalgamated, part of the Grafton Rugby Football Club, which has been over 140 years since they were established.
As Old Boys
starting to
here.
get a bit untidy. 30 seconds on the clock.
Last chance stance here for Old Boys as they look to swing it through.
Wait. Wheatley.
There's that man, Simpson. Ooh, just giving an ankle tap there.
Could they have brought him on earlier? He looks electric with that little short second of ball in hand.
As that looks to be Jay Taylor going up through the middle there.
The Harwood brain, they call him.
Interesting enough, the defense, trying to tackle him. He's got a shocking set of breath on him. So they'll be looking to stay well away, but they've been up on his face today. But here we go, Sean Way.
What can't this guy do? He's
them
been
off.
immense, hasn't he? Yeah, another real opportunity for Old Boys. Ooh.
Bit of a head clash there by the looks of it.
Nope.
Ford might be a
Ford's
bit
all right.
worse for wear there.
Yeah. No, he's back to his feet.
Back to
He's
his
a
feet.
warrior, that kid.
He's another one of these, with Old Boys players that, the worst looking in his family.
Yeah, they talk
Along
about a
with-
good-looking family.
Along with Hints, yeah. So
Good turnover. Here we go. Got to move it. Lemert. Taylor. Ritson. What's he doing out wide?
He's lost.
Good carry, though.
Someone get him a compass. Old Boys here, as it's just ticked over 80 minutes here, and
Another Grammatic guy down. Hopefully nothing too serious. Might be just a bit of cramp. That's Payne. I think he's had a wonderful game today too.
as Grammatic turn the ball over.
Hoof it down the field. The 80-minute mark's up. We're in referee's time. You don't want to let that one go out. And he's got no one to support him. This D-line for Grammatic has been fantastic. Look at that. Turnover opportunity.
And that's going to be it, I think, Liam.
That's the game.
That's the game. And what a game of two halves that is. Grammatic coming on strong the second half. Finishing the better over Old Boys. And looks like they're going to come away the victors today and head into that semi-final berth.
And look, we wish them all the best for the last couple of games. And, hopefully that they can go all the way through to that final and then get things done.
Yeah, we wish them all the best for their next few games. And we thank them for coming down here today. And might see them at the pub later on if the boys are sticking around. I'm not sure if they're flying out tonight or tomorrow, but it'd be good to have a few shandies with them and pick their brains. A few interesting characters there from the notes I've got here, so they might be a bit wild on the... And looks like they're going to take a shot at goal here, Liam, from the 40-metre line on the side, and that's a good 55-metre kick, just to rub a little bit of salt into the wounds.
Look, there'll be some hurt boys in that Old Boys jersey today. But, what makes a team is what you can do off the field, Willie. So
Yeah, and with the guys like Rafe Robinson and the crew, it's going to be long and hard into the night, but they might be just starting to do their best work now as they take a shot at goal, and he's giving that a fair whack, but it's away, and
here we go.
Old Boys on attack.
Good
Jay
throw,
Taylor.
Yeah, up the guts. Nice here. Old Boys really need to secure this ball. Score's a little bit out of reach.
It's going to be too little too late, but Old Boys looking to finish the stronger here as Luff. He's been a strong ball runner today. Lemert at first five.
Good feet there by Hamilton. He's come on and done a pretty tidy job there. Managed to evade a few people. Here we go, tap and go. You've got to have to keep moving. Or, do you just kick it further down and take that line out? Lemert's gone quick.
Up the guts.
Yeah. Ooh,
ball.
Ritson, he's going to get himself involved in a little tussle here. Too late, really.
Mace Millam. Ritson's still going.
Little pat on the head to say, good on you, fella.
But how's your father?
Lemert.
Oh,
crikey,
stiff defense coming in there.
That looked like his hip dislocated.
That might have been Crookwood, actually, with a big hit there.
Wheatley's got calf cramp. Got some space out wide here.
Wheatley is an actor, though, so you never quite know if he's been telling the truth. Jay Taylor.
Oh.
He's by himself. Old Boy's looking to
support
here.
Was that weight again? Jeez, he's a pocket rocket, that man.
He's been best on field for mine, Lee, along with the winger for
Isaac Milne.
Sean Waite, notable. Jaden Ford's been good. Jay Taylor, he's been industrious.
Wailahi.
Yeah, Wailahi's been good. As Old Boys throw their, last play of the game here.
He doesn't normally pass in these channels, but he's done well with the offload.
It's the actor.
TK Wheatley in the corner.
TK Wheatley.
Is the ref going to call that game? I think he has. I think the Old Boys guys will be a little bit gutted here. But, they fought all the way to the end as well, so you cannot fault the effort and the attitude from these men on both sides today.
Yeah, playing right to that last whistle here today, and you do like to see that, but obviously Grammatech are going to be the winners here today. What a game, Lee. After watching that All Black game this morning, I was a bit dejected, but heading to the ground today, this has restored my faith in the beautiful game that we play rugby.
And a huge thank you as well to our viewers on the live stream and also the 7,500 strong crowd here at Yarrow Stadium. We hope you guys had a wonderful time, and please don't take anything too seriously that was said. William Luff with the final point, and that might have summed the game up for Old Boys.
That's going to go wide, and that's the final whistle here at Yarrow Stadium. Grammatech 32, New Plymouth Old Boys half points 27.
And that is them through into the semi-finals of the New Zealand under-85s grade. And once again, we wish them all the best. And that's us here from Yarrow Stadium. Thank you, Willie.
Thanks for having me, Lee, and thanks for having us, guys, and have a good rest of your weekend.